bright and early morning here in Chandler, Arizona. Getting ready to start my basic beginning 5-hour aerobatics course at Chandler Air Service. So we'll try to get some footage and document the experience. Some technical difficulties I guess I should figure out and make sure I have the audio on before I get started. Unfortunately, the planes aren't set up for any GoPro cameras, and we don't want to be sticking any stickers or anything on the airplane for temps. So unfortunately, I'll have no in-flight footage for this, but I'll do briefings after the flights and before the flights on the experience. So just completed a pre-flight of 47 Lima, and I'm going to get it ready for our next flight here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my seat cushion in the bottom there, and once I get the seat cushion in there, I'll do the remainder of the pre-flight and get ready for the next flight. So that cockpit's pretty slim. I'll see if I can maybe get some footage of what that looks like climbing in here in a second, and share with what getting in actually looks like. So getting ready for my second flight in the Great Lakes biplane down here in Chandler, Arizona with Chandler Air Service. Flew this morning with Kurt Murphy. Went out, we did about an hour and a half of ground school. Covered the aircraft performance, basic aerobatics and maneuvers we're going to be doing this morning when we went out. We flew about 6.5 miles southeast of the airport into the practice zone, and did our aerobatics about 4,500 feet, about 4,300-ish, plus or minus. Did some power on, power off stalls, and then we moved into the rolls, left rolls, right rolls without rudder, and then with rudder, to see if the differences are there as you come out on heading or not. So far, Kurt Murphy, fantastic instructor, made sure everything was clear. We went out, demonstrated the maneuver, and then had me do the maneuvers. A lot of fun. I'll tell you that it was a little bit interesting on the loops, even though I was snug in the seat. Still felt, going negative upside down feels a little bit weird, like you're almost going to fall out. But great time flying. This afternoon I'm flying with Steve. So we're going to do a pre-flight here, get everything ready, make sure we have enough fuel for everything, and then go from there. Into flight 2 recap. So went up with Steve, flew back to the aerobatic practice area about 6 miles out. We started off with recapping rolls, a little bit of practice, which was good, learning some great stuff. Apparently I'm pretty lazy on using the rudder and flying, so this is great practice and great training. So in this case, we went up, did some rolls left and right, got better coordination with the rudder and with the roll. From the rolls, we moved into doing some hammerheads. Absolutely freaking awesome. And so did some hammerheads, drop into the left, and Steve demonstrated a couple times, and then I did a couple. Those went well, and then we worked on spin recovery. So then we went to a full stall, power on, and left spin, full spin all the way through, did about 1.5 rotations, and then recovery. Great day of flying, did that for a little bit. Did get a little queasy after I think the third spin recovery. Decided we were going to come back. I was feeling okay, straight and level, came back a little bit. Just took a second to do some deep breathing. Not really sick, but just a little bit queasy, so feeling great now. So this is the Great Lakes biplane that I'll be flying, and I flew this morning. 7 Lima. I am about 6 foot, just under 6 foot, 5'11", 245, 250 pounds, and it is a snug fit. Once I'm in, it's actually pretty comfortable. It is nice and toasty out here today, but overall, once I'm in and get seat belted in, it works out pretty good. So very responsive. Had a great flight this morning. So getting in is always a little bit of a challenge, so I'll see if I can record a little bit of what that looks like from the outside here. So while I'm here, parachute. So the parachute here goes on, over, leg strap goes up underneath on this side, connects here, left side connects here, and then strap goes across the front. Getting in is a challenge with the back, with the parachute on, because it rides right here. For this demonstration, I'm actually not going to put it on because we're getting ready to fly here in a few minutes. I want to kind of make this fairly quick, but that's the first process that we do when we're getting ready to get up, is we put the parachute on. This D-ring is the pull, so when it's on, you pull that D-ring across. That's what activates the parachute. So getting in, because it's a fabric airplane, grab the back up, hand hold up on top, step with the left foot, right foot in, left foot in. Like I said, with the parachute, it's a lot more difficult because I have way more stuff here, but ultimately I would lean forward, grab here and here, get my legs down inside, butt forward, parachute back in, then I push this arm in, slide down in, this arm up, and then down and inside. And I lose, like I said, I've got about 3.5, 4 inches of that parachute on the back. So it is nice and firm. Like I said, it's a lot like putting it on as opposed to getting in. And then get situated, and then buckle belts, waist belt first buckle, because there's 2 buckles. First buckle, and then shoulder harnesses, center strap, buckle those on, lock them into place, cinch them down, and then use the ratchet strap to tighten everything up. So that's getting in and out. Getting out is reverse. Like I said, it's a lot more tighter with the parachute on because I don't have as much distance forward that I have right now. This actually is not as bad. Up, grab the front, scoot your butt and parachute up, grab the front, slide the stomach up, and then you just go reverse, grab the front, legs up, stand on the seat, get your butt out, hold the handlebar up front on the wing, out, back, step on the black, and then back on the ground. So that's the putting it on, putting it off, as opposed to getting in and getting out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my pre-flight and then get ready for the next flight. So final flight of the aerobatic training. The last 2 flights, we went out and worked on additional review of rolls, and then worked on the hammerheads, and then spins were this morning. So we did upright, normal spins, we did accelerated spins, and then we did spins with recovery, so no neutralization of the ailerons, which then did a reverse spin. So we started left and then went right, and then we did an inverted spin as well. So feeling pretty good. I think my stomach's finally kind of catching on to this whole thing. So anyways, good training. So this afternoon is just going to be a review of all those maneuvers, and that will conclude the last flight for the introductory 5-hour course here at Chandler Air Service in Chandler, Arizona. All right, so we reached the end of the flight training portion of the basic 5-hour aerobatics course at Chandler Air Service here in Chandler, Arizona. Great experience. We went out and did a final flight, went through basically just a review of all maneuvers, rolls, hammerheads, loops, the spins, did a couple of Cubans, or half Cubans, which were pretty cool, and then did some slow rolls, and just a great introductory. Much better today. I think takes a little bit of time for the stomach to build up. Was a little bit queasy after a couple of spins, but within about 5 minutes I was good to go again while flying back. Great plane to fly. The Great Lakes is a fantastic aircraft, forgiving and good to learn in, and so far my experience at Chandler Air Service has been fantastic. Shout out to Chandler Air Service in Chandler, Arizona. Fantastic course. The 5-hour Introductory Aerobatics course was fantastic. The Great Lakes is a fantastic aircraft, and I highly recommend that as you're moving in. Any new pilots out there, if you're just learning, I highly recommend you go to a spin training class and at least get the spin training. I highly recommend that you get up with a qualified instructor, get in an airplane, know what that feels like, and learn how to recover them. I feel much better getting back in the airplane after being gone for as long as I have, getting back in and doing these spins, and I'm much more comfortable again and confident knowing that I can fly the airplane.